City leaders and you are paid for your opinions. Seen and heard your remarks on both of the issues in the city council meetings. I've been asking my city leaders for an opinion starting from my first appearance 2 years ago, 24 months ago, November 2016. For the record, 2 years ago. I'm not asking for a legal answer. Rather, just please read and give me your personal understanding and who should enforce ORS 830.0. Mr. Mayor, no disrespect, but 156 days ago, we met, and as of today, no progress regarding that meeting. On January 20th, 2017, I handed over to all of your offices statute recording enforcement law. ORS 30.05, which I'll give you a minute so you can read that. I think you have it in front of you. Please give me your opinion to my question below. I'll try to make it as simple as possible. On the second page, please reply with an X on the paper stating your opinion regarding my question. Question again, Oregon State Statute Reported Enforcement Law, ORS 830.035. Who is responsible to enforce this regulation? Put an X on yes. I think the City of Portland Police Department is responsible and should launch an investigation. Or you can put an X on no. I think the City of Portland Department has no responsibility to enforce a launch investigation regarding Mr. Herman's reported hit and run to his building on 1300 North River Street, or you can choose the third one. I don't care to comment on Mr. Herman's question. If you'd like to reply, I'd like to take your information with me, and I gave an extra copy for your records. The bottom note is the first responder to that accident, which Officer Jeff Myers, which required by state law, he was supposed to start an investigation, but he did nothing. Any questions, any answer?
To respond that I've actually edited number 4, and I'll give you that with the signatures. I've already sent you a letter with my response. I'll be happy to resend it.
Okay.
I'll resend my letter.
Anybody? No response?
We'll send you the whole file again.
Item 11.3, request of Mike O'Callahan to address council regarding update on shelterlessness.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. My name's Michael Callahan. It was good to hear about the Humane Society making Portland a more compassionate place for animals. You know, maybe it'd be a good idea to expand their mission to include humans. I would think they would do a little bit better job with homelessness. Well, congratulations. Okay, I want to start out on a good note. Okay, only 79 people died last year on the street. 1 from 80. Good deal. The sweeps. Now, I was here last time. I asked you a question, what the outcome of the sweeps was. You gave me an answer. That really wasn't an answer. So, I would like you to know what the outcome of the sweeps are. Okay? 3 days without sleep, you're certifiably insane. Physiological fact. Another that they have found, which is really quite interesting, is that social isolation causes addiction. You know the classic one of the rat with the cocaine, they'll take the cocaine until it dies, right? Well, the guy says, oh, hey, let's put them in a cage with other rats and other food and see what happens. They don't do that. Okay, so the mythology out on the streets is they were all alcoholic, mentally ill drug addicts. And why? Were they all alcoholic, mentally ill drug addicts when they were housed? No, they weren't. Okay? This is what your sweeps are causing. Okay? They're illegal. Here's the response that I got to my 2-page from your attorneys, okay, about a restraining order to prohibit the sweeps because they're unconstitutional. 2 pages I wrote, and this is the response I got. In this litigation, I'm not sure if you're really familiar with the term churn. Okay, look at my previous litigation up to 9th and back down. See how much churn your attorney's office has put into this case. See how much churn they're going to put into this case. This is an example. Okay, solutions. I like to orient toward solutions. 3 solutions here. Okay, villages. You've seen the replication. This works. You know that. You need a code to allow small villages, 25 or smaller. You can even put them on there for 90 days at a time with a community agreement. You can do all kinds of things, okay? That's number 1. It's doable. Another one, which is really kind of interesting, over here on 6th and Division Place, they just built a great big building storage unit. I got some of my stuff stored in there. Go lease it or buy it for 5 years. They got 1,200 units in there. You can put the bigger units, you can put families in there. They've got coded security for entrance. You'd have to put things on there for, more showers and things like that. One more comment about the roses. I'm working the roses in the Lad edition. Okay, and they came through with a hedge trimmer and cut all the roses down. Okay, I said, Chloe, could you tell them not to use hedge trimmers on roses? Okay, you can communicate with the rose gardens about that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
1164, request of Terry Parker to address council regarding Northeast 60th Avenue street lighting.
I just want to remind people, the council rules, the reason we don't clap or do or anything is it's distracting people, so please just thumbs up or thumbs down is sufficient. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to testify. My name is Terry Parker. I'm speaking on behalf of the Rose City Park Neighborhood Association. Late last year, the Rose City Park Neighborhood Association, through Central Northeast Neighbors, applied for a placemaking in the streets grant to install 2 pedestrian scale street lamps at the intersection of Northeast 60th Avenue and Halsey Street. Planning was already underway by PBOT to pull together funding associated with the Growing Transit Communities program for new sidewalks, replacing 3 to 4 foot wide sidewalks on 60th Avenue between Halsey Street and the MAX station. The grant, which was not awarded, was to be a demonstration project with the goal of adding pedestrian scale streetlights at all intersections between Halsey and MAX at the same time the sidewalks are replaced. Since then, full funding has been found for the new sidewalks. PBOT advised me that if the project came in under budget, some lighting could be included. I am told by experts the new LED streetlights PBOT has installed citywide deliver the same amount of light as the older sodium vapor lighting. It may be the color or the fact that it's cut-off lighting, but it's far more difficult to see pedestrians crossing the streets with the new lighting. The majority of the area around 60th Avenue MAX station is currently built up with mostly modest single-family residences. The entire area has been upzoned for higher densities. A number of the streets do not have sidewalks. Within the past year, 2 commercial properties at 60th and Halsey have been sold to a developer. The Rose City Park Neighborhood Association has maintained that infrastructure needs to be in place before any new development occurs. 60th Avenue should be a street with amenities that says it goes somewhere and safely connects people and places. The Rose City Park neighborhood is and always has been, from the time it was platted in 1907, a working class neighborhood where families have called home for much of their lives. I have lived in the neighborhood for over 60 years. My neighbor to the south has lived in the neighborhood just under 60 years, with others on the street living in their homes for 30 years or more. This type of long-term investment is what makes a stable and livable neighborhood. We pay our share of taxes, but like the grant dollars, much of the money goes elsewhere. I have been told by PBOT that Prosper Portland has changed their mission and no longer offers placemaking grants. The need for those types of grants still exists. What I'm asking for today is to add $250,000 to $300,000 to the 60th Avenue sidewalk budget for the purpose of adding pedestrian scale streetlights, if necessary, from the general fund, which is supported by property taxes. Although the lighting is not mode specific, pick Vision Zero and a street that attracts people walking, especially from to and from MAX. It simply makes sense to add the pedestrian scale streetlights when the new sidewalks are constructed, so some of the costs can be shared. And just for the record, the TriMet letter, which I'm reusing, I got permission from Steve Whittier to include it in the packet today.
Terry, can I ask you one question? In here, there's a letter that it says the cost is approximately $10,000. Is that per light or what?
That's per light standard, and that was obtained when I was working on the grants from Dan Layden, who is a Peabody employee.
And you propose then approximately 25 lights, is that correct? Just in the
Right on the street there, a couple at each intersection. I think it's actually 28 if you had a pulpit. I'd have to go back and recount now. There's a picture in there that shows the proposed lights, the little
Oh, I see.
the little stars.
Got it. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I just want to say this predates PBOT in my portfolio, but I'll certainly follow up on this and try to get an answer back to you this week.
You need to check in with your office or anything like that?
You could talk to Marshall Shore.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next individual, please.
Item 1165, request of Colette DeWitt to address council regarding impact of rental relocation ordinance.
Good morning.
So I was here this summer to talk to you about returning to Portland after working overseas for 5 years and needing to pay my renters $4,200 to move out of my apartment or my condo. That happened. I sold it. I paid the rent thing got taken care of. Now I bought a place I can afford at my Social Security out in Southeast Portland, and I have another issue, which is I am living by, even my son warned me, can you do this, Mom? I'm like, no problem. They're squatters, and they are criminals. There's criminal activity going on all the time. There was a fire they started in the backyard trash a couple weeks ago, and this is sad, it's on the Humane Society Day, but I called about the fire, the fire department came, I warned them that there were these 2 pit bulls in the yard, and anyway, eventually the dog was shot. Do you remember this? So this is my neighborhood. And I'm not complaining, okay? They're gonna be gone. Because they're really saying, even to the police, well, everything was fine before she got here. So you have Mrs. Kravitz there, right? But what I don't understand is how homeowners, people who have properties, for instance, I had a property manager when I was overseas and took care of my property. I had to pay over $10,000 to improve my place after the renters left in order to sell it. I ordered to refinish a cabinet and countertop. Okay, I did a lot myself. So how is it that homeowners are so vilified with this rental relocation ordinance? And how can you have homeowners like me? Also, I live by the ocean, Vietnamese, Chinese, and young property owners and first-time buyers. And I want this neighborhood to improve. It can. But the reason no one's called, there was an invalid living in my home. Right? So now it's up to a 65-year-old white woman to call, and people are listening. What can be done?
I mean, it sounds like this is a zombie house, perhaps. Do you know who the owner of it? I mean, it's a strange term.
So they know the owner.
They do know the owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
A neighborhood response team is precinct, Robert C. Brown and Joe Young, talked to me often, I talked to the coding department, child protectors, I mean, I call all the time.
So, but you described them as squatters, but they know the owner. So are they there with permission or not?
No, not that anyone can prove.
Okay.
Not that it would.
This homeowner is in effect their neighbor. I just met him, he put his house on the market, and he was practically in tears, and he said, I love my home, and I can't live like this anymore. My life will be with me. So, you know, I'm a homeowner, I'm gonna make it better. But on the other hand, I was vilified as a homeowner for renting my place out